Welcome to Preschool Art featuring glue art. My name is Dottie and I'm one of the staff at the Ada Community Libraries. Today we get to create with glue art. And the supplies you're going to need today are one glue bottle, a container or more to mix your colors. You'll need paper, whatever type of paper you'd like to. You can use light paper, dark paper, or a mixture of both because it will have a different effect. You'll need a mixing tool such as a popsicle stick or a coffee stirrer or something like that. And let's see, is there anything else? I don't think so. First, I would like to start off with how I began to make glue art or glue bottles, I should say. And I did this in my classroom when I was a preschool early childhood teacher. And the children really loved it. It became something that was such a great opportunity for them. And so what I did is I learned through trial by error is that when you have your glue bottle, the best thing to do is to fill it up or have it be filled to about here. That allows for you to add the food coloring to the glue bottle so that way you can mix it, because the food coloring is watery and it's less dense than your glue, and so it's not going to go down to the bottom itself. It's going to need help, and it's going to, if you fill it up here, it's not going to have enough space to really get in there and mix it. So fill it up to here, add whatever colors you would like, whatever color combinations to make whatever colors you would like to mix them, and then stir, and then add more glue and do the same and just repeat. And what I found is the darker the color that I made, the less adhesive that the glue would be, because it became diluted and had less water. So kids, those of you who are watching, that means the more water you put in the glue, the less the glue is going to work like glue. It's going to be kind of like a watery thing. So, yeah, you're going to take and make how many glues you want. And this is a great project to help them. And we'll see what that looks like later. First, we're going to take those materials that you gathered and we're going to make paint glue. I'm just going to put what I already have and practice with over here to the side. I'm just going to let you see. I actually made purple, a deep dark purple with what I did. Let's open up our glue bottle. For me, if you want to have like them do process art with a container, this is a good solution. If you would like them to just be able to create with a glue bottle, the procedure and what I asked you and told you to do before would work great as well. So I'm going to take and put a bunch of glue in here. Not a bunch, but I'm squeezing out the glue into the container. And there it is. I'm going to gather my colors, the food coloring colors, which I don't remember if I asked you to get those ready. But last time I made purple by myself, and so this time I'm going to make an orange, which means I'm going to take yellow and red. And what do you think is going to happen, friends? Great question to ask. What do you think is going to happen when I take yellow and red and mix them into the white glue? We're going to find out. I'm going to take the cap off of this gently because I don't want to be red beyond my shirt. And I'm going to squeeze gently and have I added about 3 drops of the food coloring. I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to do the same, but instead of 3 drops, I'm going to add 4 drops of 2, 3, 4. And the harder you squeeze, the quicker it comes out. So many learning opportunities. I'm going to take a popsicle stick and I'm going to stir and mix up my glue paint. And I'm stirring quickly. Quick. Ooh, I like how the orange and the purple look together. I'm loving it. Okay, so I've got those mixed. I'm going to bring it up close to you so you see the colors that came about. You didn't get to see me mix the red and the blue together to make purple, but boy, it was fun. I've got my white piece of paper, and because I talked with you about having your paintbrush, best idea is to have a paintbrush that you don't really care if glue gets to be a part of it, because it can ruin a brush. They do sell glue paintbrushes that are specifically for glue. They have a metal handle. And I'm going to dip my paintbrush into this orange. And because this is process painting, I can learn with what I'm doing. And I know a lot of you are familiar with process art because we have some great staff members that do it. So we've got, look at my stroke across. And it looks like I still have some color left in my paintbrush from another time. Ooh, yeah, there's some green. Ooh, I am really liking this. More green, and the more I press that green that was already in there. Whoa! Whoa! I'm gonna put it up for you guys to see. There was already a mixture of colors inside my paintbrush. And the more I pressed in and the longer I used my paintbrush, the less paint there was. That was interesting. Was it interesting to you? Now I'm going to take purple with the same paintbrush and find out what happens. And this time I think I'm going to do strokes again, but I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to go, instead of horizontal, I'm going to go vertical. Whoa. And I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. I'm just going to make my paintbrush dance on top, and look what shape I made. It was different than the long strokes. Very different. I'm going to put my paintbrush aside because I also talked with you guys about using a Q-tip. So when you use a Q-tip, same thing, put it in your paint, and you can, children, you guys can draw with it. Maybe you want to make your name. Maybe you want to do some numbers. Maybe you want to make an airplane or a bird or a person. So you can do that. Go up and down. Ooh, I like how this is turning out. Some places are darker, some places are lighter. I'm going to take my popsicle stick and I'm going to use it a different way. I'm going to use some of the purple that has some orange on it. And I have to be careful because this glue can drizzle off. I'm going to drizzle it and see what happens. I'm going to take this, and it's slowly coming down. Do you see how it's slowly, ooh, it's dripping. And it dripped and went bloop onto my paper. So it didn't drizzle. Now I've got my popsicle stick in my blob, and I'm just going around and around and around, having fun, seeing what is gonna happen. What's gonna happen? Going this way and that way. This way and that way. Ooh, this is fun. If I want to, I can take my popsicle stick and I can go through what I have done over here. I'm going to hold it up after I get through with this and show you. Do you see what happened? Do you see how it looks like I drew into here? And look, it looks like I drew into this other one, because I did, with the end of the popsicle stick. What are you going to create with your paintbrush and your colors that you make? I encourage you guys to make some colors. You can make your colors inside the bottle or you can make them outside of the bottle. It's up to you. But how many colors are you going to make? Super fun. Last thing I'm going to talk with you guys about real quick is we're going to use our glue bottles because it's fun. Like I said, it's fun painting with paintbrushes and making prints or whatever you would like to do with your utensils. But it's also fun to just squeeze the glue and find out what happens on your paper. I've got a piece of paper right here that I can use, another white piece of paper. And I'm going to open up my glue bottles to prepare them. It's really important when you guys use glue that you make sure you close the lids, because otherwise, I used to tell my students, it's like they got a stuffy nose and they can't get air, they can't get air in, they can't get air out, and what are they gonna do? Oh my gosh, it's terrible. So I instructed them to make sure we close the lid. Make sure we open the lid just a bit, and we don't want a whole bunch of boogers getting all over. And if we do, we take care of them with a Kleenex. I've decided I want to create my name with the glue. I'm going to open more colors. I've got red, or pink, I should say. A pink, a green, a blue, and a yellow. And I'll show you what I'm creating. I've decided I love blue. And I'm going to make my name. I'm going to do my D-O-T. I actually have two T's in my name. And I have an I. And I have an E. And then I'm going to take pink because I would like little itty bitty flowers on my paper. I know you guys might be anxious. Go, what is she creating? And I can't see it. But it's going to be a surprise. See, there was some boogers on there. I got dried boogers I got to take care of. And I'm going around and do circles in different places. Did 3 circles, and I'm going to take a quick break and show you what I've got so far. So see, I've got my name. I've got my 3 circles, and I'm going to use yellow. There was a lot of color in here, like I described, and it made the glue watery. Remember how I said if the more color you add in here, which is watery and water-based, into the glue, the less it's going to be. So you can like shake it out sometimes, but I'll show you. It's going to be probably very drippy. In fact, I'm going to just shake this up real quick because I don't want the same thing to happen. But if it does, I'm sure I got a solution. I can figure it out. Just kind of went zigzag around one circle. And I'm going to use, I think, pink to do the same on another flower. Zigzaggy, ziggy, zaggy, zigzag, zigzag. This is fun. Closing my bottle because I am going to be finished immediately after this. And I'm opening up my green. And my green is almost out. Ooh, this is really coming out smoothly, and it happens to be on the same one where the yellow was watery, so we'll see what happens when I turn this up for you guys to see. And I think the last thing I would like to do is I'm actually going to take my paintbrush and go in with my purple that I had, and I'm going to go around and brush so I can get the different types of glue art on my paper. And ooh, I'm taking my paintbrush and going from side to side. You guys will get to see what that effect is, and maybe you guys can look and tell me, where on my paper do you think that happened? Okay, here I go with that watery yellow. Let's see what happens when I show you. Oh, yep, do you see it dripped? It dripped. That is okay. We can take care of it. I just have tissue. I'm actually filming from my art space in my house. Which art spaces are fun. Okay, I'm going to try and hold it up again. But do you see where I made a wavy line? Oh, it's okay. It's on drop cloth. But lots of my flowers are dripping too. So what I just learned, and maybe you just learned, that when I have glue art and I want it to stay like my picture was made, I need to leave it flat. So that way it will dry and it will stay the way I want it to. If I'd like to still be playing with it, I can turn it different ways and to see where the glue will travel. Will it mix with other colors? It can still be an art project in process. Well, friends, it's been amazing doing glue art with you. I'm going to quickly just swab this up from my cloth, and I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing time with your glue art today and in future days. And as you do art, process art, you say, I wonder what will happen. I wonder what might happen if I do this. And as long as you're being safe, it's a good thing. Safety is very important as you're doing process art, because artists can do things that can seem very unsafe. There's lots of different types of artists, and safety is just one of those things that creative people get to remember. So thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, hope you have fun. I'd love to see your glue art. If you wouldn't mind sending them to me at dolan@adalibe.org. So I'm going to spell it out for you real quick. DOLIN @ADALIB.org. dolan@adalibe.org. I'd love to see your projects. You can just show me what you created. Maybe tell me a little bit about what you learned. I'd love to find out what you learned through this process art. What colors did you make? What did you find out with your colors? Were they drippy? Were they sticky? Tell me more. Okay, guys, I'll see you again another time. Thanks for joining me for glue art. Bye.